Oxford Healthcare, the long-standing, dependable sunshine of healthcare, helping families in times of need with around-the-clock service, guiding you every step along the way. We are here to keep your loved ones safe, independent, and happy in the comforts of their own home.
It is a privilege to be able to introduce Theresa Lauda today, a long-term, long-standing Oxford employee. Theresa, actually, you came to work for us in 1996, so 20 years you've worked for us. Started out in the field as a personal care aide, and then about 5 years ago took over the role of staffing coordinator. So what do you believe has drawn you to working in home care, and what's kept you working in this field?
Well, my father-in-law, he got real bad sick, and so at that time I was pregnant with my second child, and so we had decided to take him in. And so when we took him in, it just come natural. I started taking care of him. It was an everyday thing. I never had no days off. That's how it started. And so then we moved from Muldrow, Oklahoma to Stillwell, Oklahoma. And somebody just come up and they said, "You ought to start home health care service." So, well, I guess I can try it. And so I started it. I had one couple that I had for 14 years, and then this one gentleman I had for 18 years. They just become a grandma and grandpa, or, a good friend. And from that time on, I just fell in love with it. And the different stories, gosh, I couldn't put it in one session, how, all the stories that you hear. And I just fell in love with them. And then it just started like that, and I couldn't walk away. The staffing coordinator was retiring, and she said, "Theresa, I think you'd be good at this." And I'm going, "I don't know about that, but, I might give it a try." So I thought about it and decided, okay, I'll give it a try. One of my girlfriends told me, "Now, Theresa, you're going to have to dress a little different." And I said, okay. And I walked in there, and you go, "Whoa, Theresa, you look different." So that's how it started. You interviewed me, and then next thing I know, my husband, my son, and my brother-in-law built me a little office right at the end of my house, and that's how it began, and it's still going.
And still going strong. Well, that's quite the journey, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
In listening to what your experience has been, it's just a reminder. You started because you developed an ability to take care of a family member.
Yes.
And those are transferable skills. So other employees that have come to work for us, they're looking for what could I do now? What skills do I have that I could use in a different way, and what could I do to make a difference? And that's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
So that's,
and they appreciate it. Every one of them. Now, there was a couple that, I've had one lady that nobody wanted to take care of. But if you go in and you learn them, that's how you do it. You just learn them. This is how I like it. This is the way I want it. And it may be hard for you. So there was just one day I walked out to trash and I said, "God, if you don't do something today, I am walking out." And when I walked in, this woman apologized for the first time ever. From that time on, I knew this was my job. I knew, even though it was the hardest job I had, I knew then that God had given me the ability to do this kind of work.
well, and that is such an important point. My saying has often been with our staffing coordinators through the years, there's someone for everyone.
Yes.
We're dealing with human beings.
Right.
We're dealing with folks that oftentimes are not in a good place in their lives. That sometimes doesn't bring out the best in us. And so to be able to recognize that and to still say, "You know what, I can make this work. I can make a difference.
Right.
I can work with these people." So
Well, see, now I'm a staffing coordinator, so I've learned that, hey, I know who can do this one.
Right.
And I've always told the girls, you're the only ones sometimes they see, and that's every day.
That's right.
And I said, they're going to be mad at you. They're going to be happy at you. You just learn to adjust to it, because if you don't adjust, that's where you're going to get tired of the job.
And there's no better place to start
Right.
than at the very basic and
Right.
take care of people in their own homes, because that's where you really learn what the needs are
Right.
and what people are dealing with. When they come into the hospitals, you see a very short segment
Right.
of what's going on,
Right.
and our home care workers recognize and oftentimes intervene to, you know, to keep
Yes,
people
they
from
do.
maybe having to
Yes,
go
they
back
do.
prematurely into other healthcare settings. So, well, I think you're an enabler in a good way.
Oh,
You're
okay.
enabling this
Well,
work to be done through
yes.
the people that you have. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like to share with us?
I'm just glad that Oxford accepted me.
Well, we're so glad that you came to Oxford.